Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online.
Hello everyone! Welcome to My Zone Online School. I'm Teacher Hartung and our theme this week is the food chain and saving water. Now everyone, as usual, before we start our lesson for today, we have to sanitize. Remember, boys and girls, sanitizing keeps our hands clean and all the germs away. Now that we are nice and clean, let's see what we are going to learn about today. We will do a reading comprehension, number concept development, and vocabulary. For today's lesson, we are starting with some reading. Let's turn our booklets to page 17. Now here, our reading comprehension for today is about saving water. The heading of the story is Tommy Learns to Save Water. Now let's quickly read through the story and see what it is all about. Tommy was a careless little boy who always wasted things. Tommy always wasted food and he always wasted water. Miss Dora, Tommy's teacher, had noticed Tommy wasting water many times. She would warn him, "Tommy, you are always wasting water. You mustn't do that. Water is very precious. You must conserve or save water." But Tommy never paid attention to Miss Dora. One day, Miss Dora took Tommy's class to the beach. It was quite hot and sunny there. Tommy wanted to have fun, so he began squirting water from his water bottle everywhere. After some time, Tommy felt thirsty, but when he opened his bottle to drink some water, he realized that there was no water left. All my water is gone and I'm thirsty. What do I do now? He asked. He looked all over the beach, but he couldn't find any water to drink. My throat hurts and my mouth feels so dry. I wish I hadn't wasted the water I had, he cried. Miss Dora noticed Tommy and went to him. She gave him some water from her own water bottle. "Tommy, this is why I always tell you not to waste water. Water is very important. We need water to drink, to cook food, and to bath." "Thank you, Miss Dora. I now realize how important water is. I won't waste it from now on." Now let's quickly have a look at all the questions. Question 1. How can you tell that Tommy was careless? Number 2. What did Miss Dora always tell him? 3. What lesson did Tommy learn? 4. Explain in your own words what it means to conserve water. Now, boys and girls, now that we know all the questions, let's read the story one more time and see if you can find some of the answers already. Tommy learns to save water. Tommy was a careless little boy who always wasted things. Tommy always wasted food and he always wasted water. Miss Dora, Tommy's teacher, had noticed Tommy wasting water many times. She would warn him, "Tommy, you are always wasting water. You mustn't do that. Water is very precious. You must conserve or save water." But Tommy never paid attention to Miss Dora. One day, Miss Dora took Tommy's class to the beach. It was quite hot and sunny there. Tommy wanted to have fun, so he began squirting water from his water bottle everywhere. After some time, Tommy felt thirsty. But when he opened his bottle to drink some water, he realized that there was no water left. All my water is gone and I am thirsty. What shall I do now? He asked. He looked all over the beach, but he couldn't find any water to drink. My throat hurts and my mouth feels so dry. I wish I hadn't wasted the water I had, he cried. Miss Dora noticed Tommy and went to him. She gave him some from her own water bottle. "Tommy, this is why I always tell you not to waste water. Water is very important. We need water to drink, to cook food, and to bath." "Thank you, Miss Dora. I now realize how important water is, and I won't waste it from now on." Now, everyone, I want you to read through your questions one more time and try and answer them. Now, remember, everyone, if you still cannot find an answer, you can go and read through the story one more time. Now, I hope you had fun listening to the story, and remember, you can always read it on your own again. But for now, I will leave you to answer all the questions, and we will see you shortly after the break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
This part of our lesson, let's go to page 18. Now here we are going to do number concept development. It says we have to complete the number patterns by counting on or back. So there you will see, there you have a list of number patterns. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 number patterns. And each one you have to look at very carefully, and then you have to decide whether you have to count on or whether you have to count back. Right? Now let's quickly do the first 2 patterns together. Now I want you to quickly have a look at the first 3 numbers given to you. The first one is 511. 521 and 531. Right, now here you can clearly see that we are counting in tens because we have 511, and then if you add 10 more, you have 521, 10 more, 531. Now, if we have to count on On the board, I counted on with a few numbers. Remember, boys and girls, we said you are counting in tens. So 511, 521, 531. Then we say another 10, 541. Then we count on and add another 10. Then we have 551. Another 10. We have 561. Another 10. 571. And that is how you can complete your pattern, by adding 10 more, 10 more, 10 more for the first pattern. Now let's quickly have a look at the second pattern. Second one starts with 798. Then you have 796. So now we have to have a look and see, are we counting on or are we counting backwards? 798, 796. So now we have to stop and think, is 96 more or less than 98? It's less, which means we are counting backwards. So 798, 796. Also, we are counting backwards in twos because we don't have 797. We just skip 2 backwards and we say 796. And if we skip 2 more backwards, 794. Skip 2 more, 792. And so you go on. Now, boys and girls, you can have a look at all the other patterns to see, do you have to count on or do you have to count back? Also remember, follow the pattern. So be careful and look carefully at how many numbers you have to either skip or add. Right. Now let's quickly have a look at the next exercise and see what we have to do there. Now here we have to do some place values. It says complete each equation below. Now in this equation you will see the first example has been done for you. There it says we have 5 hundreds plus 3 tens plus 1 unit. So you have to add your hundreds, tens and units together, and that equals to 531. Let's look at the second one. There you have 4 hundreds, 9 tens and 3 units. And remember everyone, here you have to add all together. So 4 hundreds plus 9 tens plus 3 units. And if we add them all together, we get the number 493. Remember what we said earlier? 4 hundreds, 9 tens, 3 units. Let's quickly look at the second one. In the second part it says, there we have 7 hundreds, 5 tens and 3 units. And that equals to 753. Remember, 7 hundreds, 5 tens plus 3 units. So now you have to go ahead and read the rest of the equations and try and solve them by also adding them all up and writing the answers in the spaces provided. In the next part, you just have to do the opposite. So there in the next part of the activity, you will see the number is given to you and you have to break it up into hundreds, tens and units. Now you will also see here the first example was done for you. The number 612, and it has 6 hundreds, 1 10 and 2 units. So 6 hundreds was added with 1 10 and added with 2 units. Right, everyone? I want you to have a good look at all the numbers and try and finish all these equations. I will see you shortly after the ad break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn and more. We distribute countrywide in over 10 different languages.
In this part of the lesson, boys and girls, let's turn our booklets to page 19. Now here, we will do some vocabulary. On the page, you will see there are 2 blocks. In the one block, it says, read it. And on the other block, it says, write it. So in the read it column or block, there are some vocabulary words that you have to learn. The first words, saving, water, river, conserve, and the last word is waste. Now here you need to read the words, and in the other block you have to write the words. So you can go back and have a look at all the words once again and then go ahead and write it in the other block. In the next part of the activity, you have more vocabulary words. There it says you have to use it in a sentence. Now what are the words that you need to use in a sentence? The words are water, river, conserve and waste. One more time. Water, river, conserve and waste. Now you have to take each word and you have to make your own sentences. Right. Now I tried making a sentence with the first word. Let's see. The first word is the word water. And on the board, I wrote a sentence that says, we drink water. This is a very short sentence, but you can go ahead and make even longer sentences. For example, instead of just saying, we drink water, you can say, we drink water every day, or we drink water 5 times a day or 8 times a day. So the important thing here is that you make use of this vocabulary word. Remember, the rest of your vocabulary words you will find on the page, so you can go ahead and make a sentence using each one of the other words. Remember, boys and girls, you need to rewrite the words first and then go ahead to complete your sentences. Remember, if you have a problem or if you have trouble constructing your sentences, you can always ask a grown-up for help. But remember, try and do it on your own first. Have fun with this activity. We will see you shortly after the ad break.
Follow us on MyZone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zoshi.
Thank you so much for joining us today, boys and girls. We have come to the end of today's lesson. Now, before we say goodbye, we need to sanitize. Remember, boys and girls, sanitizing keeps all the nasty germs away. So remember, wait for your hands to dry before you touch anything. Now, before we go, my friend Zoshi promised me that we could go to the park today. So, can you help me find Zoshi? Zoshi! Zoshi! Where are you? Oh, there you are! Well, from Zoshi and I, we say goodbye!
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, MyZone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.